Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fira Eka Wahini, and I want to give an opinion about implementation of virtual learning on students. To begin with, what is the difference between virtual learning and traditional learning? Well, the key difference between virtual and traditional learning is that virtual learning refers to learning that takes place in electronically supported learning environments, whereas traditional learning refers to the conventional learning process that takes place physically in classrooms. Virtual learning has become a common method of education nowadays, but it's still debatable whether it's effective or not to be used in learning process. However, virtual learning has some advantages that useful for learning activity. First, virtual learning allows students to learn from anywhere at any time as long as they have a reliable internet connection. This flexibility is especially useful for individuals with busy schedules or those who live far from educational institutions. The second is virtual learning allows students to access educational resources from anywhere in the world, regardless of their geographical location. This can provide individuals with access to educational programs that may not be available. Lastly, virtual learning often provides students with access to personalized learning experiences tailored to their individual learning styles, interests, and pace. Well, although there are many advantages of using virtual learning, there are still few disadvantages of virtual learning. First, virtual learning can limit social interaction between students and teachers, which can impact students' engagement, motivation, and sense of community. Second is virtual learning relies heavily on technology, and technical glitches can impede learning experiences. Technical difficulties can also create a sense of frustration and anxiety in both students and teachers. Thirdly, virtual learning can increase the potential for distractions, such as social media and other online platforms, which can negatively impact student attention and focus. And lastly, virtual learning can sometimes make it difficult for teachers to provide timely feedback to students, which can impede student learning and growth. In solving the problems of the implementation of virtual learning, there are some ways that can be done. First, enhancing interactivity. Virtual learning can be made more effective by incorporating interactive features such as virtual breakout rooms, online group discussions, and real time polls. These features can enhance student engagement, promote collaboration, and create a sense of community. Second is increasing teacher training. Teachers need to receive adequate training on how to effectively teach in virtual environments, such as how to use virtual learning tools, how to facilitate online discussions, and how to assess student progress and provide feedback. And lastly, addressing the equity issues. Educational institutions need to address equity issues related to virtual learning, such as providing students from underprivileged backgrounds with the necessary technological infrastructure and resources to participate in virtual classes. So, in conclusion, virtual learning has both advantages and disadvantages, and its effectiveness depends on how well it is implemented and how well it addresses the challenges associated with virtual learning. By incorporating interactive features, investing in technology, providing adequate teacher training, and addressing equity issues, virtual learning can be made more effective and accessible for all students. Well, that's it from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.